Dogs there. But nevertheless, where they sit right now, what have you seen or learned about that Notre Dame squad over the last several weeks?
Yeah, I've seen him twice now in the past month, and live, and just talking to the coaching staff, being around them, watching what they're doing, studying the tape against Clemson. I didn't think a few weeks ago that this was one of the 4 best teams in the country. I do now. And the biggest difference to me is the way Ian Book is playing. I mean, we've always known he's a good runner. He's a tremendous competitor. I love watching this guy on the sideline, the way he talks to his offensive linemen, the way he keeps everything going with his wide receivers and the communication. But I've seen now that he's able to understand what he has from a personnel standpoint. Michael Mayer, the tight end, his ability to utilize his size. Tommy Tremble, the same thing at the tight end position. But also seeing a guy like Avery Davis the last 2 weeks, a senior who's kind of exploded on the scene when they needed speed on the perimeter and a guy who can stretch the field. He's provided that. 6 catches for 148 yards. And I think that's kind of opened up things offensively for this entire unit.
Yeah, and he's been a guy, Todd, that we've always texted and talked about, and amongst everybody, you're always like, he's good, he's solid. But now Ian Book looks like he could go maybe win a Heisman. Like that's the transformation we've seen. You know, this is the same team, by the way, that beat Louisville like 12-7. So with a great offensive line, with a great running back, and you're just waiting for Ian Book and the passing game to come along. But the playmaking ability is awesome. Listen, I believe in the Irish because I think the Irish are a complete football team. They don't have any weaknesses. Todd just talked about Clemson and talked about some things that they were concerned with. Their defense for the Notre Dame, by the way, on every level is really good. They're really solid. There's not a hole to nitpick. So in this year, you got to be able to score points. The team can get some stops, maybe some turnovers, and get the ball back to these high-powered offenses that in today's football has a chance to win. And Notre Dame are one of the 4 teams right now that I think you feel most confident in doing it.